Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Excuse my appearance right now. I don't have any makeup on and I'm about to do a workout, so I'm just, barefaced right now, so just excuse that. It has been a while since I've done a weekly vlog on here, and it's been a while since I've posted regularly on here. The last videos I've posted were my Disney World vlogs, and it took me a long time to edit those and to get those uploaded on here, and our Disney World trip was back in January. So now we're in June. We're on June 1st today. And so obviously it's taken me a long time to get those out. And there's many reasons for that. First of all, I've just been super busy, haven't had time to edit them all. And the second reason for why it took me so long for me to edit them was because when I was filming everything in Disney World and at Universal, I didn't realize, because I had a new camera, that my stabilization was off on my camera. And of course, all the footage in Disney World and in Universal is me walking around, which is wobbly and requires stabilization. And so I was really annoyed when I came home and realized that the stabilization was off. So when I edit all of those vlogs, I have to go in and manually add stabilization onto each of those clips, and there's like 100 or so clips per vlog, and so I have to manually go in and add stabilization to each of those clips. And so that just took longer. It made it so that it took longer to edit those vlogs than it actually should have been had I had the stabilization on when I was actually recording the footage. So anyway, it's taking me a long time to edit those, and I'm actually finishing up the last vlog for that series of Disney World vlogs this week. Should be uploaded by the end of this week. And then I figure we can get back into our regularly scheduled programming here on my channel, which is just like homey, cozy vlogs where you follow me around in my day-to-day life. And so that's what we're getting back into here. Another note, I'm using a different camera for this vlog than I normally would use. So normally I would use my Canon V1, which is what I filmed all of my Disney World footage on. It's my newest camera that I got. But I'm currently filming this on my Canon V10, which is a smaller, more compact camera that is better. I got it just to take videos when I'm out and about, because you can easily just put it in your purse or your pocket, and it's more inconspicuous. So I'm filming on that because I left my nicer camera. It's a whole story. I left my nicer camera in my brother's car, basically. And I'm just I'm not gonna wait to get my camera back, because I keep forgetting to get it from him. So I'm not gonna wait to get my nice camera back to get back to my filming here on YouTube. So just gotta bite the bullet. I feel like I've just been avoiding creating YouTube videos because I'm behind on my Disney World vlogs. And also, just on a personal note, I feel like I'm sick of influencer type content on social media, and I didn't necessarily want to be contributing to that. And so I've been thinking about how I wanted to create my videos here on YouTube, and thinking about what kind of content I actually like to consume on YouTube and in social media. And I feel like the content I like to consume is less influencer-y, less curated, and less less aspirational, I guess. I feel like a lot of influencers are trying to sell you a certain lifestyle or a certain product, or just trying to make their lives seem more elevated or more curated, I think is the word I'm looking for, than just a regular everyday person. And I'm a regular everyday person. I work a 9-to-5. I have regular struggles in life. I live a normal life. And the type of content that I like to consume on YouTube is from people like me who just live normal, regular lives, and they're speaking to me like a normal, regular person. Yeah, I just think after filming my Disney vlogs, I just had a reframe of how I wanted to make my YouTube videos. Even though I have a very small following on here, I'm still trying to get to 100 subscribers, guys. If you're out there and you're watching this video, hit subscribe so I can get to 100, because honestly, this is getting ridiculous at this point. I've been begging for 100 subscribers now for over a year, I think. We'll get there though, but honestly, when it comes down to it, I don't even really care how many subscribers I have. I honestly just like creating these videos because I enjoy documenting the little moments of my life and having them to look back on. So even if nobody watches this, I'm creating content or videos on here that I personally would like to watch and that I personally will go back and watch to look back on moments in my life. Anyway, that's a very long-winded way of saying I'm back here on YouTube to creating my normal content for normal people who live normal, regular lives, just like me. So welcome to it. We are getting started on a new week here. So it is Monday. Like I said, it's June 1st. I'm finished with my work now. It's about 5:40. I've just been kind of lazing around after my work day and honestly had to find like a memory card to put in this camera. And so that took me some time. And so now I'm going to do my workout. Recently, I've been doing like weights-based workouts. So I just do like a half hour of lifting weights and I just do it in my house. So I just use dumbbells. Previously, I was doing Pure Barre and running mostly as my exercise. And I just kind of switched it up probably back in like December to just focusing on weights and focusing on just walking as a form of cardio. Honestly, the main reason I switched to doing weights workouts because I did enjoy doing Pure Barre and running, but I switched to doing weights workouts primarily because of all the information out there that says it's good for people getting into their 30s and their later 30s, and it's just good for like women and their bone health. And honestly, recently I've only been doing like 2 a week. I'm trying to like bump it up to 3 a week with walking on the days that I don't do my weights workouts. So we'll see if I can bump it up to 3, but yeah, realistically, I've only been doing like 2 a week, and it is what it is. I wish I could do more, but life gets in the way, and I'm trying not to be like super harsh on myself or judgmental on myself, and just trying to live like a happy, healthy life. And so get in my workouts when I can, eat healthily when I can, and that's my MO for now. I'm gonna go up and do my weights workouts. Tonight, Ben is going to make dinner. He's going to make barbecue chicken on the Blackstone outside. It's super nice outside. It's like in the low 70s and sunny. So it's like the perfect temperature. I don't like when it's super hot because I cannot handle that as a ginger Irish person. But I do like when it's in this lower 70s temperature, and that's what it is right now. So I've been really liking that. So hopefully we'll be able to sit outside and eat our dinner tonight. But other than that, there's not much else going on tonight. For the rest of the week, I'm just gonna be working my 9 to 5 like I always do, Monday through Friday. And I have a grocery order that's coming. My husband's picking it up on the way home. And then this coming weekend, I have a birthday party for my friend that I'm gonna be going to. But other than that, there's not much going on here. So, oh, I hear the garage now. My husband Ben's coming home and he's coming home with a grocery order. So I have that as well. So yeah, that's what's going on this week. Thank you for joining me.
Motion detected at
there's
garage.
the ring detection. Let's go do my workout and I will check in with you when we actually get the dinner started. Okay, so here we are in the room where I do my workouts. It is a room that we haven't renovated yet. We moved into this house 2 years ago, and it was basically in the style of the 90s because the house was built in the 90s and I don't think it had ever been updated since it was built. So all of the rooms had wallpaper in them, including this one, which we took off and kind of destroyed the wall in the process, but we'll be able to fix it. We recently renovated one of the other rooms up here, which involved taking off the wallpaper and painting and all of that. I'll show you that later, but this room has yet to be renovated, and there's also another room that has to be renovated, which still has wallpaper on it. So just ignore the aesthetic of this room, but this is where we're doing the workout. Recently, like I said, I'm doing weights workouts, and I used to use the Exponential app, which is what Pure Barre is on for my weights workouts, but I switched to Ladder, which is focused primarily on strength training, so like weights. And how the Ladder app works is you choose a team to be on, and the team has a certain instructor, and they're all like different styles of weights workouts. So like some of them are Pilates based, some of them are more like if you want to lift heavier and use weights that aren't just dumbbells. Some of them implement like cardio with running. I chose the team called Team Endure, and it's basically just traditional dumbbell weights training. And the instructor, her name is Jennifer, I believe. Yes, her name is Jennifer, I got that right. But basically what they do is you select a team and they give you a weekly workout plan. So they have videos, like Jennifer has a video for every day of the week. And each day focuses on a different thing. So like usually it's Monday is like upper body, Tuesday is like core or lower body, Wednesday is a full body workout, and then Thursday and Friday it like varies. Sometimes I think it's like lower body and core. Honestly, I don't know, because like I said, I've only been doing 2 per week. So what has been happening is I've just been getting in like the upper body, because I'll do the one on Monday, and the lower body, but I haven't been, since I've only been doing 2, I haven't been able to do like the full body workout. But I've been thinking, and I think I'm just going to switch to doing 3 days of the full body workout per week, and then on the days that I don't do the full body workout, I'll just do walking, like take a half-hour walk around my neighborhood or whatever. And that way I'm just getting a full body workout every time, because I feel like when I just focus on either my arms or just focus on my lower body, especially since I'm only doing 2 or 3 workouts per week, I'm not getting like the full effect. There's only 1 full body workout per week that they give you for your weekly videos. So this week, I'm just gonna do that full body workout 3 times. You can't go backwards in the app to the previous weeks, which is kind of annoying, but you can't go backwards, but you can add videos as your favorites, and then you can go back and access them from your list of favorites. So what I'm gonna do from here on out is just add the full body ones to my favorites, and then I can go in and alternate the full body workouts as I accumulate them in my favorites each day when I do my 3 per week. So that's my plan that I have in my head. Who knows if it will actually come to fruition. Let's actually get into the workout. Took a shower, put my PJs on, and now I'm getting ready for bed before I eat dinner. Ben's down there cooking the buffalo chicken on the Blackstone with zucchini. First I want to brush on my hair. So I just use Is It 10 in my hair when it's wet, and that's basically all I use. Before I blow dry it, I'll let it air dry while I'm eating dinner as much as I can, and then I'll blow dry it after I'm done eating dinner. And then for my skin, I'm just keeping it simple tonight. I'm just gonna put moisturizer on. I just use this Clinique Moisture Surge Intense. I only like to use actives on my face like every other day. So today I'm just gonna use moisturizer since I used an active yesterday. And that will be it. Actually, I put chapstick on. I just put this Laneige chapstick on after this. I usually like to do a workout in the morning instead of in the evening, just because I prefer to start my day off with a workout, because I feel like it, I don't know, you just start your day on a positive note. But there's something about doing a workout in the evening and taking a shower after it in the evening that I really like. It kind of makes me feel like when I was a kid and I would play outside during the day and then take a bath at night. It's like that same kind of refreshing, comforting feeling, but I prefer to do it in the morning. I didn't today because I like to prioritize my sleep as much as I can, so I didn't go to bed at like a reasonable hour yesterday. Well, at an hour that would give me enough sleep if I woke up in time for work. So yeah, didn't have time to do it this morning, so just did it this evening. It works out fine as long as I get it in. That's all that matters. Okay, so I'm done with my evening skincare and I'm ready to go eat some dinner. And here is dinner. It's just barbecue chicken and zucchini, like I said, that Ben made on the Blackstone. Pretty excited to eat because I'm a little bit hungry. Okay, so I dried my hair. I didn't style it, but I'll style it tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Probably tomorrow, most likely. But I just wanted to quickly dry it because I want to have time to sit outside tonight since it's so nice out and it's already 8 o'clock and the sun goes down at 9. So this is the other reason why I like to do a workout in the morning versus in the evening, because if you do it in the evening, it like eats into your after work time to do stuff you actually want to do. So anyway, I'm looking like a hot mess now, but like I said, this is just a normal, regular, everyday person. Also, I have this ratty scrunchie on my wrists. Let's put that on my bedside table. Like I said, I'm just a normal, regular person. This is normal, regular content, so I'm not always gonna look put together, and that's okay. I feel like before, whenever I would vlog, I would not vlog certain things because I'm like, oh, I don't have makeup on, or I'm not put together, or whatever, like I'm not camera ready. But in the content that I like to watch, people are just going out their everyday lives, looking the way that they look, and that's what I like to watch. So I don't know why I'm trying to do something that's different from that. So anyway, I have a bunch of laundry here because we did a bunch of laundry over the weekend because we got behind on it because we've been super busy. So I did a little bit more today, and I just have like some stuff that's folded, some of it's not folded. Just got to go through it, fold the rest of it, and put it all away. So that's what I'm doing right now. Ben is outside. I actually forgot. He said before that he wanted to do the mulching today around the house. So we got into doing yard work for the summer over the weekend, and normally I get started on that. Well, I say normally. We've only been in this house for 2 years now. Last year we got started on that in May. I think we got started on it in like mid-May. And what am I doing? I need like hangers and stuff. Give me 1 second. This May has just been super busy, or this past May, it's June now. Has been super busy, so we just didn't have time to do it. So this weekend we got started on that, and Ben bought like 80 bags of mulch that we still have to put down. He's putting it down now. I have bought flowers over the course of like the spring, but I just haven't planted them, and they've just been on my back porch, and some of them were just to the point of almost dying. So I was like, I really need to get these planted. I wanted to do like a video of me planting my flowers because I like watching stuff like that, but I was like, I just need to get these plants in the ground. So yesterday I was like, okay, I need to just do this. So I did that all morning and afternoon yesterday, and I got all of my flowers planted, which is good. Ben did some weeding yesterday, and he trimmed the hedges yesterday. And so he got everything ready to prep to do the mulching. And then, like I said, he's starting to do the mulching now. It's not gonna all get done in one night. So I'll probably help him with that later this week. I honestly totally forgot that he was gonna do that tonight. Otherwise, I'd be out there helping him right now. But I totally forgot and took a shower, and I'm not gonna get dirty again after I just took a shower. So I'll help him later this week with the mulching. But it's such an annoying task to do all the yard work and landscaping stuff that you have to do in the start of the summer. But once you do it, you get to enjoy it all summer long. So it's worth it to just take a couple of days in the beginning of the summer to do it all. so you can enjoy it all season long. I also really enjoy like picking out flowers, planting my flowers. It's just that this year I just felt rushed, so it felt more of like a task that I had to do because my plants were like dying as opposed to something I could leisurely do when I wanted to do it. But it's done now, and now I'll be able to go on my back porch and enjoy them. But yeah, for the mulching, it's kind of a pain because our house is like surrounded by mulch. It has mulch all in the front, along the sides of the house, on the back of the house, and then like there's another strip in the back that has mulch. So there's like a ton of mulch, and it takes a long time to do. Oh, here's Eloise. Also this week, I forgot to mention, Eloise has a vet appointment. She has an appointment on Saturday. She absolutely hates the vet, but I'm taking her to a new vet. I moved the camera a little bit because it was starting to die and I rearranged it. Anyway, so Eloise has historically been a terror at the vet. She terrorizes the vet, the techs, everybody, because she doesn't like anybody else except for me and Ben. And so add in the fact that when she's at the vet, she's also super scared and doesn't want to be there, and it just turns into her being aggressive. I found a new vet that says online that they are a fear-free practice. I'd never heard of this, but I originally was looking at this vet because they have like a separate entrance for cats and dogs, and I felt like that might help her a little bit going to the vet, not being around like other big animals when we're in the waiting room. But that's why I originally wanted to go to this vet, but then I saw that they were a fear-free practice, and I think the separate entrances for the cats and dogs is a part of that. It's a reason that they do it. And so I was looking into what a fear-free practice is, and basically it's just trying to handle your pet in a way that reduces their fear as much as possible at the vet so that they aren't aggressive and they will want to cooperate more. So I don't know how successful that's going to be for Eloise. You know, she's a unique cat, so I don't have very high hopes for how behaved she's gonna be, but we're trying something different. I'll let you know how it goes. And now I'm just gonna put all my stuff back in drawers because I have everything folded on hangers, and we're good to just put them in the drawers now. Alright, I'm done with all of that now. It's about 8:15. I'm gonna go on the back porch and just relax outside, maybe eat a little snack, and edit the rest of my Disney vlog so that I can get it uploaded this week and finally put a bookend on the Disney World vlogs. There's poor Ben out there doing the mulching. He's made some good progress so far. He's got all of that front done, and that section looks like it's almost done, so he's doing good, doing good. Here's my snack. I have a bowl of pistachios, a couple of pieces of dark chocolate, decaf Earl Grey tea, and this is the dark chocolate I'm having. I've been liking this lately. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of like the super dark chocolate. I feel like the 72% is a good sweet spot, and I've been liking this. I keep getting it at the grocery store for like a snack at night. Also, my nails, I really need to paint them, so just ignore that. Eloise. Hi. Hi guys, it is Tuesday morning now. I just got back from going on a walk. It's super nice this morning. It's like 55 degrees, sunny, and the birds are chirping. It smells like grass outside. It's the perfect morning to go on a walk. I start work at 7:30 in the morning, so I got up. I usually set my alarm for 6 a.m. and then I let myself like leisurely get up, and I'm usually up by 6:20. Then I sit in bed and drink my coffee until like 6:40, and then I get up and go on my walk, and usually when I come back it's like 7:20, and I just have enough time to like wash my face, brush my teeth, and get started. For something like this morning when I am just doing a walk and I'm not doing like an actual exercise, I don't have to take a shower, so I don't give myself as much time to get ready in the morning. Because I work from home and I don't really have to get ready, I really just make sure I'm being hygienic and brushing my teeth, washing my face, changing my clothes. Ben finished doing the mulch in the front of the house last night, which I showed you guys in a little clip when I was out for my walk this morning, but we still have to do the sides of the house and the back of the house. So it's probably gonna be a multi-day project, but I'll probably help him tonight doing we still have to pull some weeds on the side of the house and doing the mulch on the side of the house. So that will be tonight's job, and hopefully, I think it's supposed to be nice like all week long, which is super nice because it's not always that way here. I feel like last summer it rained like every single weekend in the beginning of the summer, and I looked at the weather and I think it's supposed to be nice all of this week, and then the weekend is gonna rain. So hopefully we're not following a similar pattern as we did last summer, because that kind of sucked. But anyway, it's supposed to be nice all week at least, so we'll have time in the evenings this week to finish the mulch. But that's really all that's going on today. I'm gonna go brush my teeth, wash my face, get changed, and start my work, and then I'll catch up with you at the end of my work day, which is at 5 o'clock. So I will see you at 5 o'clock. It's later on now on Tuesday, and what have I done? It's like 8:20 right now. I kind of look the same as I did this morning. I swear I got changed. I'm just wearing the same hat. I have a different sweatshirt on, but it looks kind of similar, and a pair of leggings on. Anyway, it's around 8:20 now. What have we done since then? So something's falling over on my nightstand. I cleaned up after work because I always have to tidy up the kitchen after work because it's always a mess, because I make my lunch during the workday and I just kind of leave everything that I use to make my lunch out and about, and I have to clean it at the end of the workday. So I did that, unloaded the dishwasher, folded some towels that I cleaned earlier in the day. Then Ben and I just had leftover barbecue chicken with the zucchini like we had yesterday. We only actually cook 2 meals a week, and then the other 2 days we just eat the leftovers. So we cooked yesterday, have the leftovers today, and then I'll cook something tomorrow and we'll have the leftovers on Thursday. And then Friday, usually get takeout. Saturday, usually eat out somewhere, and then Sunday I usually eat at my parents' house. So it's nice that we only have to cook twice per week. Anyway, had the leftovers of the barbecue chicken and the zucchini, and then I just lazed around because I am so tired today. I can't get myself motivated to like do anything. I just feel like I want to close my eyes and be asleep. But at the same time, I also want to be outside because it's so nice out this week. There's the dogs barking. So I'm going to go outside and help Ben do the weeding and put down the mulch. And I'll probably only do that for like an hour because it's already 8:20, so it's gonna get dark here in a little bit, but at least I will have done something and gone outside for a little bit today, because when you work from home, you gotta take every chance to get outside that you can, because otherwise you just turn into a hermit. Tomorrow morning, I actually have to get up early and go out of the house, which I normally don't do because I work from home, but I have this thing I have to do for work that's one of the only things at my work that I will ever have to do out of the house. And so I have to do that tomorrow morning, and then I'll have my normal work day for the rest of the day. So yeah, I'll actually be going somewhere tomorrow, which is very exciting. Anyway, let's go outside and do some weeding and mulching. done with the weeding and mulching for tonight. Ben did most of the work. I was only out there for an hour. He's currently choking on some Lay's potato chips.
Milk, actually.
Oh, he's eating Lay's potato chips, Reese's cups, and milk, which is his preferred snack. I'm giving Eloise her treat. She likes these fancy feast tuna bites. I've been giving her 1 or 2 a day. They don't really have many calories in them. I think they're only like 4 calories, but she really likes them. As you can tell by her meowing. I think I'm gonna try to bring these to her vet appointment this Saturday to see if maybe it will like help coax her out of her crate. We'll see if it works. This lighting is terrible. Other than that, I'm just filling up my water filter to put in the fridge, and then I'm going to take a shower and go to bed. And like I said, I have to be up early tomorrow and give myself time to actually get ready because I actually have to go out. I have to leave here by 7. So I'm gonna have to wake up at like 6, which I normally set my alarm for 6 anyway, but I actually have to get up by 6 instead of laying around until 6:40. So that's what's happening, and I will probably see you tomorrow. It's Wednesday, it's in the morning, I got myself all ready to go. I have this sweater on that I got from Abercrombie. I'm actually kind of annoyed because I put it in the wash and I didn't realize on the tag it says to dry clean only, which is weird for like a sweater. I didn't even think about it. I put it in the wash and I feel like it kind of ruined it a little bit, but still looks cute. I'm all ready to go. I'm gonna go out for my appointment and then I'll catch up with you guys later at the end of my work day at 5 o'clock. I was getting ready this morning and I was like, great, I have enough time to stop, get a coffee this morning at Starbucks and just have a leisurely morning. But as usual, at the tail end of my getting ready process, I feel like I'm just rushing now, which always happens. So gotta head out now. I'll see you guys later. Also, ignore my bed back there. I didn't make it. I'll make it later. It's later on after my work day now, and I'm just cutting up a watermelon. I'm actually not sure how to cut this up. I always forget how to approach it. Anyway, I wanted a big watermelon from the grocery store, but I ordered my groceries for pickup and they gave me the small one. I thought I ordered a bigger one, but maybe I didn't, I don't know. Anyway, I have this smaller watermelon. It's the first watermelon of the summer for me, so I'm excited about it. Last year I got this big Tupperware container that can fit like a whole big watermelon in it after you cut it up, and when I got that, I just like kept eating watermelon over and over again. So I'm excited to get back into the watermelon, but I remember last year, I'm probably gonna get this on my shirt. Let me put an apron on. I remember last year that I got this smaller watermelon at some point and it didn't taste very good, so I don't have high hopes for this one, but I am excited that we're in the watermelon season now. But I'm just using my smaller Pyrex container instead of my massive container that I got for watermelon. The one I got for big watermelon is like Tupperware, and yeah, I got it off of the Tupperware website, and I think it specifically mentions in the description that it can fit a whole watermelon, so that's why I bought it. I just wanted to have a snack after my work day because I'm a little bit hungry and I'm gonna be making dinner. Ben is actually at like a work happy hour type thing today, so he's not gonna be here until later. And so I have some time before I have to get started on the dinner, but I'm gonna be making a recipe that's called Tuscan salmon, and it's basically salmon that's cooked with like a sauce that's made out of tomatoes, heavy cream, garlic, basil, and some other spices. But it's a very simple recipe and it's super delicious. It's one of my favorite recipes that we make here at home. But before that, I do want to do a workout because I wasn't able to do one this morning since I was rushing to get out the door. As I stand here right now, I really don't want to do a workout, but I know that it will make me feel better. I just feel like since I started my day earlier today, I set my alarm for 5:45, was out the door by 7, then I came back and worked until 5. I just feel like my day has been really long today and I just feel tired. But I know if I do my workout that I will feel better and the tiredness will go away. So I'm gonna do my workout. It was nice to get out this morning though. I feel like back in the day, whenever I used to work in the office, it was a pain to have to drive in every single day, which obviously if I had to do it every single day, I would mind, and I did mind. But because I never go anywhere, really, I never go anywhere in the mornings anymore. Like, I'm never really outside other than when I do my walks in the morning. I'm never out and about in the world in the mornings. And so it's a nice change of pace for me when I have something to do in the morning and I get to go out and see what the world looks like in the morning time. So I enjoyed my little excursion out today. Okay, and all of my watermelon is cut up. Let's try a piece and see how it is. I'd say that's very mediocre for a watermelon, but it's still tasty nonetheless. It's just not as sweet as I would like it to be. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up, relax a little bit, and eat some more of that. I have a seed in my mouth. And then I will do my weights workout because we're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in. I told myself I'd do 3 weights workouts this week, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable to that. So let's relax a little bit first. So here's my watermelon, in case you wanna see it. And there it is. Okay, we're here. I got changed, ready to do my workout. I don't normally like to work out with my makeup on, but I have it on today. Don't feel like taking it off right now, so just gonna do it in my makeup. I'm just doing the full body workout that I did the other day. It's the same exact one, so I don't know how much I'll film of this because it's literally just gonna be the same exact thing, but let's get into it. I'll see you in a half an hour. Well, the salmon dinner was a fail. I started getting all of the ingredients out of the refrigerator to make it and was putting them on the island. And then once I patted down the salmon and was getting ready to actually cook it, I realized that I did not have heavy cream, which I need for this recipe. So I think they forgot to give it to me in my pickup order. It was already 8 o'clock whenever I discovered I didn't have the heavy cream. So then I was like, should I just go to the store and get the heavy cream, and then I'm gonna be eating at like 9 or 9:30? I just decided to go to the store and get the heavy cream so I can make it tomorrow. And then I just got this chicken for myself. It's like to-go chicken. I have it in the air fryer, 2 pieces in the air fryer right now actually for myself. So I'm gonna eat that. Ben already ate at his happy hour thing that he went to, so that's not a concern. I really just got distracted. I did my workout, got changed, and then I came down and started playing the guitar and singing my songs, and then I got totally distracted and realized it was already 8 o'clock. Also, I totally forgot, sorry about the air fryer noise, I totally forgot that Ben was getting his car fixed and he needs to drop it off tonight, and he needed me to go get him, and I was like in the middle of trying to make the salmon dish and realizing that I forgot the heavy cream, and so it was all just a huge disaster and a huge fail on my part, but it is what it is. We're gonna eat this chicken, we're gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna continue to enjoy our night. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday now. It's Thursday morning. Ben's behind me getting ready to leave for work. And I'm gonna go out for a walk for half an hour before I have to start work at 7:30. Tonight after work, I'll make the salmon that I failed at making yesterday because I went and I got the heavy cream when I got my chicken last night. So I should be able to make the salmon tonight, and we'll have that. Other than that, I don't think we're gonna do anything tonight. Well, are we gonna do the mulching tonight or no?
Do what?
Mulching.
Yes.
Oh, Ben says yes. So I guess we'll do some more mulching tonight. Do you think we'll be able to finish it tonight?
Well, we're gonna do 14 bags worth.
Oh, because that's all we have left?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll go buy more
Yeah,
on Saturday.
we don't think we have enough mulch to finish, so.
Maybe Friday since I'll be up there already for my haircut.
Yeah, true.
They don't have your car because mine's getting inspected.
So it's an ongoing process, but should have the mulch finished by the end of this week at least. And then we will be totally set and ready for the summer. But let's go out for our morning walk before I start work. Eloise eating her morning piece of turkey that Ben gives her when he makes his lunch. She always likes a little treat. Eloise is here at the door, waiting for me. When I got back from my walk, hi! Eloise! Hi! You enjoying yourself? Yeah. Alright, I'm back from my walk, and I'm gonna go up and start my work day, but I love summer mornings. I love going out for a walk in the morning when everything's so quiet, especially before it gets like too hot in the summer. This time of year in June in the morning is like the best. Also, I kept thinking this week when I was out, I was like, where are all the kids at the bus stops? Like normally whenever I'm out there, kids are lining up at the bus stop and I see them get on the bus, but they're not out there. And I was like, did I just get out here earlier or something? Then I realized that school's out for the summer. So love that for them. I always loved the first few weeks of summer. As a kid, it was just the best to have like total freedom. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, I wish I could be a kid again to experience that again, because you don't get that as an adult where you just have a couple of months off completely in the summertime just to relax and enjoy and be outside. And yeah, sometimes I just wish I could go back, and then I think about it long enough and I'm like, actually, I don't think I'd want to go back and be a kid again, because the total lack of autonomy that you have as a kid, I don't think I would trade anything for my total autonomy that I have as an adult. Being an adult is great. They both have their perks, but yeah, I don't think I'd go back to being a kid for that reason. Anyway, these are just thoughts I'm having as I'm walking around my neighborhood, but I'm gonna go up and start my work day, and then I'll catch up with you guys at 5 o'clock when I'm done with my work. Eloise, I'm gonna go up to work, okay? I'll see you around. I set up this is like my outdoor ottoman for outside, and Eloise likes to look out these windows, and so I put it here thinking it would be temporary, but she actually absolutely loves it. So I think I need to get like an indoor ottoman to put here, but I just need to find one that's like the perfect size. Like this ottoman is the perfect size for her to lay in, and she can stretch out on it, and it fits nicely by the window. It's the perfect height. So I basically need to find something that's exactly like this, but the indoor version for Eloise, so I can take this back outside, because eventually we will need it back outside again. But oh, she's licking her butt. Very lovely. Good morning. All right, guys, it's the end of my workday now. I'm downstairs cooking dinner. Here's the salmon. I just salt and peppered both sides of it, and I put it on a hot pan with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And now I'm gonna prep everything else that I need to make the sauce for the salmon. So basically, I just cook the salmon on the pan first, and then I set it aside, and I make the sauce in the pan with the oil that's left over after the salmon. And then at the end, I add the salmon into the sauce and let it like get warm again. So yeah, let's get started with the rest of the stuff though. First of all, here is the recipe that I'm using. It's called Creamy Tuscan Salmon. And where's it from? I got it online somewhere. Honestly, I don't know where. I think I pulled it off of Pinterest or something, but basically all I have to do now is cut up the tomatoes, the basil, and the spinach, garlic. I already measured out the spices, and I also measured out the grated cheese. So I have those 2 things done. I'm gonna link the recipe to this below in case you wanna make it yourself, but yeah. First thing I like to do is cut up the, maybe I'll do the garlic first. So it's just 6 cloves of garlic. My plans for tonight have actually changed, so I was going to help Ben do the mulching and the weeding tonight, but my mom asked me if I wanted to go to this like night market that's happening in our town. And I think it's like the first time they're having something like this, so she wanted to check it out and see what it was like. So I'm gonna go, oh, there's my timer to flip the salmon. I'm gonna go to that with her. And I think it only goes until 8, so I need to like finish up this dinner as quickly as possible so I can go. It's already 5:45 right now, so let's see how quickly I can do this. Anyway, back to this. I'm going to that market with my mom, and I'm curious to see what it's like. I think it's just at the Public Works department, so I'm expecting it's gonna have like food trucks outside and things like that. Also, I was saying earlier in this vlog that my friend's birthday is on Saturday, and they're just having a cookout with like hamburgers and hot dogs, and I said I'd bring a side of some sort. And I'm also gonna bring a dessert. So I decided I would make pasta salad because I feel like I always make that whenever we have cookouts. I got stuff to make a recipe for strawberry lemon blondies. I've never made blondies before, but they're supposed to be the texture of a brownie, but it's not a brownie. It's like, the flavors are mainly strawberry, vanilla, and lemon. So it's like kind of like a vanilla cake with strawberry and lemon in it, and then it has a glaze on top. I've never made them before, and I found the recipe on Pinterest. So I got the stuff. I made an order from Walmart earlier today for the stuff to make pasta salad and stuff to make those blondies, and I'll make those tomorrow after work so that they're good for Saturday. I need to take that salmon off the pan. Here's the cooked salmon. Now I just set this aside. You can like put a tent of foil over it if you want, but I don't do that. I just heat it up. When the sauce is done, I just let it sit in the sauce for a little bit to get heated up again. So anyway, I'm gonna finish cutting up this garlic. Maybe I'll move the camera like closer to the cutting board so you can get some relaxing footage of me cutting things. Okay, now I'm starting to make the sauce, so I'm just adding 2 tablespoons of butter to the oil that's on here. And then we'll add the tomatoes and the garlic to this. Okay, now I'm going to add a cup of heavy cream. I'm also going to add the spices, so this is just cayenne pepper, basil, salt, and pepper. Now this is gonna simmer for like 4 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna cut up the basil and the spinach. How much spinach is it? 3 or 4 ounces of spinach, so this is a 5-ounce bag. And then I'm gonna use all of this basil. It says to use a half bunch. I don't even know what that means, but normally I just use one little bundle of like the kind that you get at the store. Okay, there's my basil. That smells really good. Let me check on my sauce. Here's my sauce so far. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit longer. The color should be a little bit more orange than this, usually at this point, so I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit longer, and maybe those tomato juices will come out some more. Now I'm going to add the cheese, which is just Parmesan cheese, and the spinach. Now you just let it cook a little bit longer until the sauce has thickened up. It's not gonna get too thick, but just a little bit thicker. And then we will add the basil, and then finally the salmon. So here's the basil and the salmon. And I kind of just nestle it into the sauce. I should have mixed that basil in first. I always do this. Every time I make it, I forget to mix the basil first. Just push it in there. Yeah, so I just nestle the salmon into the sauce, and then we'll let the salmon sit in here for a couple of minutes, probably until the pasta's done, which will be in 4 minutes. Okay, so I have my pasta, and I'm just gonna put a piece of salmon with some sauce on top of the pasta. And there is the finished result. I'm gonna eat it now. Pretty excited. It smells really good. All right, I finished eating. It was delicious. Now I'm going out with my mom to the night market. I have my same hat on I've been wearing all week long. Put it on because my hair just looks, it's kind of greasy, so I slicked it back, and it's just not a good hair day, so I put a hat on. But yeah, we're heading out now. We got some ice cream after the, what was that thing called? Night market. I got a flavor called Cow Patty. It's chocolate with waffle cones and peanut butter. My mom got peanut butter fudge. Very tasty. This is my favorite flavor at this place. I am back from the night market and from getting ice cream with my mom. The night market, we weren't there for too long because there wasn't too much there that we were interested in. So we just browsed for a little bit, probably for like a half hour. And then we were both in the mood for ice cream, so we went to this ice cream place nearby and got some ice cream there. It was pretty good. And now I'm back. I need to water my flowers, so I'm gonna go out and water my flowers. Ben's home now. He wasn't home earlier when I was making dinner, but here he is now, reading his book. What you reading?
Lord of the Rings.
He's reading Lord of the Rings. First he read The Hobbit. Then he's on like a new reading kick where he's picking up reading again for the first time in years. So we started with The Hobbit. Then what did you read?
Foundation.
The Foundation?
Foundation. That's from Chick.
Oh, okay.
By Isaac Asimov.
Oh,
Then I read Throne of Glass.
okay.
Then I read James.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm reading Lord of the Rings.
Nice. Also, I still have my Easter decorations up, so don't judge that. I feel like I just don't want to take them down because when they're down, everything's just totally bare. So I need to come up with a plan for something I can put there to replace it so it's not depressing. Anyway, let's go out and water my flowers. Okay, so it's Friday now, and I thought I'd do a voiceover over me making the strawberry lemon blondies because Ben was watching a Game of Thrones TV show with my sister-in-law on this Friday night, and so I was making this while they were watching that. So I'm just gonna do a voiceover over this. So this is me cutting up the strawberries because you need strawberries for the blondie like cake part itself, and then you also need fresh strawberries for the glaze that goes on top. I don't actually show me making the glaze in this, but I made it after it cooled down when I took it out of the oven. So I'm just cutting up lots of strawberries here. I also linked this recipe down below if you are interested in making it yourself. Turned out pretty good. And then you just mix the dry ingredients together, which is just flour, baking powder, and I think salt. And then in a separate bowl, you do the butter and lemon zest and sugar. And you combine all of that. And you add an egg, obviously. Then this recipe requires fresh lemon juice, so I'm just squeezing that out of a lemon, and then you mix that into the wet batter. And then you just combine the dry mix with the wet mix, and you use a mixer to mix that all up. Then you need to add some cornstarch to the strawberries that you cut up, and I think that's just so it doesn't get too mushy in the mixture, because it is like very wet with the strawberries because they're fresh. And then you fold the strawberries into the mixture. If you've watched Schitt's Creek, you probably get that reference. Fold it in. And then you just place it in your ceramic dish or whatever baking dish you're using that is lined with parchment paper. And when I tried to line this, it wasn't like going down into the dish, but once I put the actual blondies in there, it pushed down, so it ended up working out fine. Then you put it in the oven, and like I said, there's a glaze, but I didn't film that here. Hi guys, it's Saturday now, and I'm all ready to take Eloise to her vet appointment. I still have to put her in her carrier, but after the vet appointment, like I said, I'm going to my friend Nicolina's for her birthday, and I can't remember if I said that they're having a cookout, but they're having a cookout. So I made pasta salad, and then last night I made those strawberry lemon blondies, and here's the pasta salad. I made this last night after I made the blondies, and I'm having a little taste for myself. And then I have Eloise's treats over here that I'm gonna bring with us to her appointment to see if they help, but these are her favorite treats, so we'll see if they do anything. Also, this is what I got my friend Nicolina for her birthday present. I got 2 of these icon glasses from Anthropologie. This one has ice cream cones on it, and this one has strawberries on it. So I feel like she'll like those. I think those are a good gift because most people like fun little glasses, and yeah, I think she'll like them. So I need to also wrap those. So I'm gonna have to get a bag and some tissue paper, and I also need to get her a card. So I'm gonna do all of that probably on my way to her actual house and I'll just put it in the bag in the car. And yeah, that's what's going on today. I'm gonna eat this pasta salad quickly so that I can get Eloise in her crates. Shh, don't tell her. Hopefully she can't understand English. And we'll get her to the bed.
I'm just waiting.
You're gonna be okay.
Waiting on Jen.
Hi guys, it's Sunday now, and I've had a slow morning. Ben and I sat on the front porch the back porch this morning. It's pretty hot out today. It's like in the mid 80s. It was hot yesterday as well. But yeah, we just sat on the porch this morning. Then I got ready. I watered my flowers. I also picked off all the dead parts off of my flowers. And I feel like I didn't do as good of a job at that last year. And what ended up happening was, first of all, I think the flowers just do better when you keep up with them. But also, last year, the dead pieces of the flowers would just fall off onto the porch, and then it would rain, and like the pieces of flowers would get stuck onto the porch, and it was just a pain to deal with the cleanup of that. So I'm trying to keep up with my flowers this year and taking all the dead pieces off every week so that it's not like an overwhelming task to do after I've just put it off. Anyway, so I did that this morning and this afternoon because it's like 2:30 right now. I didn't really update you after Eloise's appointment yesterday, I don't think. So she did not cooperate at the vet. She They were being very nice and trying to get her out. I had her treats there, trying to get her to come out of her crate, but she just hisses, she bats at them, she won't let anyone touch her, and she obviously won't get out of her crate, which is the main problem. Well, also the being aggressive and batting at them is also a problem. But basically, like, if you've seen videos of like feral cats and humans trying to interact with them, that is how she behaves at the vet. It's so frustrating because at home, she's not like that with us. And like yesterday when I took her to the vet, I could easily just pick her up and put her in her crate. It took me like 1 second. She doesn't like being in her crate and she doesn't like the car ride to the vet, but I don't have a problem like getting her to do an uncomfortable thing myself. But she does not like other people, and especially she does not like the vet. Like, she did not used to be this way at the vet. And I really think it's because she started getting her anal glands expressed. And that obviously is probably a really uncomfortable procedure. And, you know, I think that just created a bad experience for her with the vet. And so ever since we started doing that, when we bring her to the vet, she's aggressive like this. And I kind of understand it, but at the same time, you need to get checked out. So anyway, the vet gave us gabapentin so that we can bring her back with the gabapentin and see if that makes a difference and see if she can actually do an exam of Eloise. So we'll see if that works. I highly doubt. I think maybe they can do the exam with the gabapentin, but I highly doubt they'll be able to do the anal gland procedure with just the gabapentin. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But she's a terror at the vet. So that happened. Then I went to my friend Nicolina's party, and that was really fun. She has her backyard like totally redone. Like, her backyard was basically like mulch and just like, I don't know, like vegetation that hadn't really been taken care of since they moved in. And so over the course of several years, she's been trying to like redo her backyard. She's gotten rid of the mulch. She's done tons of planting. She has flowers like all over the place, and she has like a multi-level backyard with stairs up the middle of it, and she has like flowers on both levels. She has vegetables. She has like everything you could possibly think of in her backyard plant-wise. And she has a greenhouse that she built last summer. So it was really cool to get to see all of that done. And it was also really nice to see her and my other friend Emily, because we don't get the chance to hang out a lot because, you know, we're adults now and life happens, and we all live kind of like not that far away from each other, but we're not close like we used to be distance wise. So it's just difficult to get all three of us together at once. And yeah, it's nice when we're able to do that. So I had fun there. I didn't film anything there because it totally didn't even enter my mind to film something there. But it was very fun. And I don't know if I showed you the blondies, but they tasted really good, and I have some left over. So let me just show you. It seems like they get like soggy as the days go on because there is a lot of fruit in it and they're very moist. So yeah, they've gotten like kind of soggy, but they still taste good. I had one this morning. They kind of don't look great at this point, but they taste good. And yeah, I would recommend that recipe. I'll put it below. I don't know if there's something you can do to make it so that they don't get soggy like this, but I don't think they're meant to last very long. I think it's like you're supposed to eat them like after you make them. So, but I have some left over, so I'll bring those to my parents. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that because they're a little bit soggy, but like I said, I ate them this morning and I thought it was pretty good. So anyway, that's that. The rest of the day today, I'm gonna go to my parents, like I said. I always go there on Sunday and we have like family dinner, and that should basically bring an end to the week. Oh, and I forgot to say, I did another workout this morning because I was like, I need to do 3 because I said I was gonna do 3 this week. And so I did another one this morning. It was just the same workout I did the other days this week, and I got it done. So I was happy about that because I think this is the first time I've done 3 workouts in a week in a couple months. I'm gonna go to my parents now, and I will catch up with you when I get to my parents, and hopefully I remember to film something there. I also wanted to tell you guys, my friend Jill influenced me to get these Crocs. I've never had Crocs in my life, but she had these ones and I thought they were super cute. and I thought they'd be really good for doing my gardening and like watering my flowers every day, and so far I wore them today and they worked really well. I like that they are waterproof, obviously, so I can get them wet, and there's like holes in them so my feet get some air, but they don't get totally drenched from the water when I'm watering my plants. So yeah, I really like these so far. I just got these in the mail today, and yeah, I just wore them for the first time today, so like those. And thanks to Jill for influencing me on that. Hi guys, it's later on now. I'm editing this video and I realized I didn't end it because, as I predicted, I did not film anything at my parents' house because I totally forgot. So I just wanted to come on here and close out this vlog. This vlog's already pretty long, so I don't want to continue talking, but just want to say thank you guys for watching, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. If you're already here, you already know that. I say it at the end of every video. And I just filmed another weekly vlog this past week, so I should have that filmed and uploaded for you next weekend. So I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.